Hey everyone, I'm Holly. I speak truth, facts, try and motivate and inspire you who's connected with this video. There are men and there are women. There is an X chromosome and a Y. There is such confusion right now that they are placing on our children. And many are actually supporting and promoting the confusion. I hope that this video reaches parents who are confused on how to handle this. When you support your boy calling himself an it or a they or a them or a she or a her and wanting to change his name to Olivia, you are supporting the destruction of their mental health. The damage that the school system is currently causing, the damage that the books in the library, the movies, the commercials that pop up on YouTube. How many of you know that kindergartners have a sex ed class and learn about masturbation? 4-year-olds. There are schools that refuse to shut their bathroom doors anymore because of the abuse that is happening in the bathrooms at the schools. There are boys and there are girls. There are no in-betweens. I was a huge tomboy growing up. I was greatly in my masculine energy, partially because of past life, reincarnation, my past lives. I was masculine in some of them, possibly in more than not. So I was a huge tomboy growing up. The majority of my friends were guys. I enjoyed the conversation more. We did more of the same things. I wasn't playing with dolls all the time. I was purchased Barbies just because I was a girl. I was 135 pounds, 5'9", wearing double XL clothes, bandanas, baseball caps. I still like guys, and I was still a girl. I never thought of myself as a boy. I never thought I was a lesbian. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having romantic relations with the opposite sex. But just because you like the the same sex. But if you got a penis and you like the same sex, you're still a dude. If you like to munch the carpet, but you rock nothing between your legs, you're still a female. Now you're pushing this agenda on 4-year-old children to make this type of decision on being transgender, trans, whatever they want to identify as, a cat, put litter boxes in the bathrooms at schools. I don't see this topic talked about enough. You're condoning confusion in our children. Drag story time, drag corner story time. Confused men dressed up as clown-looking women. to our young children. I didn't know who I was or anything close to my value or who I potentially wanted to be till I was 30 years old. 30. And you're pushing this shit on our 4, 5, 6-year-olds and up to 18. You wonder why we got little Jeffrey Dahmers running around the schools, why we've got so many bullies, why we've got molestation from little 8-year-olds doing that to children their own age, and from 17-year-olds doing that to 7-year-olds in the schools. And those are only the cases that are actually spoken about amongst the parents that know about it. The school admin staff won't release this information. The city councils won't release this information. And the police will not release this information because they think that it's disturbing and don't want that to get out, rather than having a solution to rectify the issue so it doesn't happen to any more of our children. If you weren't confusing them at such a young age, these teachers who are stepping in as babysitters to mutate your child's mind, pushing these agendas that are not of God, not of divine source energy, and not of the purpose on why you were brought here. If you support, let me rephrase that, because it's not support. You're literally abusing your child by letting them speak as if they possibly are actually the opposite sex. That is child abuse. And when you neglect the innocence of your own child, as you've already signed them off and given them away for someone else to raise them, and hold no knowledge and will take no responsibility, who owns your child now? You have given up their innocence, which correlates with child abuse, rather than protecting the innocence of our children. 2020 came and 2020 left. If you don't have 2020 vision yet, you are in for a rude awakening with what is about to come. I set the intention that this video will trigger something within you, that you have been thinking that maybe you're alone in your thought process. Maybe you've been thinking on how the heck should I handle this dialogue with my child on it shit. Basically, it's shit. He, she, it, they, them. Oh my goodness, the dumbing down of our children is only getting worse. How can you not see this? The opportunities that you have to set the precedent for where your child will be in 20 years. You've been groomed in this convenient society where everyone else takes the responsibility for you. The false sense of responsibilities away from you. You pay income tax? Do you make income or do you make wages? Are you a federal employee? You pay taxes to this corporation in exchange for a promise that they will take care of you. They will take care of your child. On a scale of 1 to 10, how have they been doing? How have you been doing to protect their innocence? The light and the dark is within each of us, and we choose. We choose. You have a choice. Not making a choice is a choice. What future are you setting up for your children? Your little boy or your little girl? Embrace their innocence. Help them to see the confusion that is in front of them, so they can one day make a choice for themselves rather than being groomed into the choice that they want for them. Break the curse. All the information you need is out there. It's also within you. Blessings to you all.